Hello and welcome to another video of Client Meeting Video Conferencing API documentation. If you are starting here directly, then we recommend you go through these sections first before starting with the customization and control options. But if you have already gone through these videos, you would know that we have talked multiple times about advanced implementation and how there are different customization options available to you within your video meetings. Properties is one such option available to you, using which you can initialize your meetings with your preferred settings. Let's see how this works. In case you haven't noticed, we have been using properties all along. Domain, consumer ID, the JWT that we have been using, room name, display name of the participant are all examples of properties of the meeting object. There are a few more properties available to customize the meetings further. So let's have a quick look into a few of them. To demonstrate how you can use these extra properties in your application, we have created this host.html file, and we are going to copy over the contents from connect participants page in here. So let's do that. In connect participants page, we have an example meeting page with join button. We are going to copy this and paste it here. We are also going to update the domain name, consumer ID, and JWT so that the host can join this meeting. Once we have done that, we are updating the room name. Please make sure that your room names are unique enough within all of your rooms. Domain and consumer ID are mandatory properties. JWT is mandatory for the hosts but is optional for the participants. Room name and display name are optional properties, but they must always be specified. If you are not specifying these in the properties section, then you must generate these randomly using the methods available to the meeting object. Now let's quickly have a look into a few more useful optional properties. So we have got avatar URL. We set this to a picture URL which is compressed and available to public. Next, we have mute audio on join. We set this to true so that when a participant joins a meeting, initially the microphone is turned off. And then we have the toolbar buttons. So using the toolbar buttons, you can control which buttons should be displayed to this particular user who is joining the meeting using Client Meeting Video API. So let's see how this works, how this looks like. So we are going to save this file. We are going to open this in Chrome, join meeting, allow. And as you can see, the avatar URL is now set and a picture is being displayed instead of the initials of the participant's display name. Now to show you how you can display or hide certain buttons, here you can see that there is a chat button. We are going to disable that. So let's quickly go back to our code. We are going to disable the chat button for this participant. If we save this and reload the page, now as you can see, the chat button is gone, and only for this participant the button is hidden. For the other participants who would be joining the same meeting, you could control whether you want to show the chat button to them or not. And you could do the same for all other buttons available within this conference.